Welcome to day 43 of living in my car. My nice little RAV4 homeless until I find myself a creative finance deal, and we are almost officially halfway through a quarter living here. That is crazy. We gotta make some stuff work. So today is Monday. We are moving things along. We're gonna crush it this week. Yesterday was our off day, and now we're ready to be rocking and rolling. We're gonna be making offers left and right, and we are going to move things across the next line. Whether it's the finish line or not, we're moving it to the next line at least. Oh boy, my runny nose is beating me up, but we were able to upload a couple of videos while we were in the coffee shop, enjoyed my coffee and some breakfast. The unfortunate thing is, I didn't get as much done as I thought I would be able to. It's now 10:30, I believe, and we are going to find another place to work. It's hard to make phone calls in there. It's a small coffee shop and there's other people working, a lot of noise as well, but they're really good at if you want to go and, talk to people in person there and sit down and just focus on my computer, staying silent. But for calls, it makes it hard. Now I'm gonna go find maybe a Publix, because that was good last time when I found that. I've never realized we could do stuff like that. Or we could go back to the park where we usually go. It's just really chilly today. I'm not sure if that's a good option. I kind of want to be in a nice climate. Let's see how close a Publix is. I was way off on my time. It's 11:07 and we got nearest Publix is 10 minutes away. I believe it's going to be worth it, and we'll drive right there. They got free Wi-Fi, nice working area, and I hope there's not too many people there. Let's go make some offers, huh? So I just walked into the Publix, and the other one we went to had an upstairs work area. I only saw a little work area around like the coffee shop area, and it was loud. It was not like ideal or actually working. So I went and I found a stairway, an elevator, just like the other one had. I went up it. I didn't go all down the hall, but I think it was just mainly for the workers. And I don't know if I was even supposed to be there. It was interesting. So maybe not all Publixes have like a specified work area that's as good as the one we went to. Or this one's just older. I'm not sure. Because I was a little confused and I was like, I don't know if I'm supposed to be up here. So I went back downstairs and left. I did not feel like going into an area where they would just be like, oh, what are you doing here? So we might just end up working in the car, and I'll just have to suck it up because that's how it is. I ended up calling on a Spaces, so like I could rent out an office space, and that's like at least $700 a month. Everything included though, internet, and I can have everything I need, and I'll be able to network and go to any single location around the country, I think, or even world, which would be cool, except I don't want to spend $8,000 a year in an office right now. I don't really have the money. We gotta make some calls right here though, because we gotta make some money so we can afford an office like that and not have to worry about $700 a month. We got some follow-up calls with agents to try to make some offers. Nothing really strike to match at all, because they all just want top dollar, but they ain't worth the top dollar. And it's just something that I don't get. These agents don't understand sometimes that the property's only worth what someone will pay. And if you've gotten wholesalers who said, I'll pay $200,000, but all of them backed out, that tells you you're overpriced. And if someone gives you an offer at $120,000 and says, we're gonna close this baby, that's exactly what it's worth. It's only worth what someone will actually pay and close on, not what someone will offer you, clearly. But some people just don't understand yet. We're gonna go and change locations because this Publix wasn't as good as I thought, and I'm sick of sitting in a hot car. We're going back to the park where we have some good shade, and it's not too windy, but I think it's just the right type of weather right now where I could be outside, and we'll have lunch there. After a few hours of following up with some leads, we actually got some action, and we have one guy who wants to sell his land for about 30K. Excuse me, I don't know why I have to burp every time, but he wants to sell his land for 30K. So we have to see if we can make a deal happen there. It's tough because it is in a flooding zone. Otherwise, I would have easily snatched it up and I probably could sell that land for 100K. I'm just not sure if too many buyers are looking for it in the flood zone. I bet I could find someone though, right? So let's hope I can cross my fingers and I hope we can get this deal done. Right now, we're gonna go and walk through a Hill Street property because I have not walked through it, but we drove past it yesterday. So it's getting late again and I want to get there before dark. Let's get over there and then I'll snack on the way. All right, we have arrived at this listing. There's actually both sides for sale. I'm not sure if we're gonna get both, but we're at least gonna check out this one. I don't think there's anybody here. It said there was unlocked. Looks like there was an old pool back here. That's interesting. You can see the little rail right there. There was like a little hot tub and they had a pool. They filled all in. Just give you guys a little more up close look. We'll look at the outside. But look, it was a hot tub. And there's a whole pool right here. And there were steps going down into it. And then over there too. And they just filled it in. I wonder why. Must have just cost too much to fix. But yard is a little messy. The pictures definitely show like it's better than it is. That's why he told me, he said, go look at it. But we don't have much of a good yard here. Right. Let's see what this looks like. Well then, not great presentation. Okay, so they just moved out. We got the nice little closet here. All the old hardwood flooring's right under it. This actually might be the hardwood still, is it? It's just stained differently maybe? Definitely needs some updates, that's for sure. Yeah, this place needs some work. We outside pushed, or window pushed out. See outside, it's not even fully closed off. There's actually holes right there, so there's no insulation really right there. Oh, these windows are all old, so it needs all new windows. We really need all flooring and cabinets, even though some of it was partially updated. We might be able to do with the flooring, but probably better off getting new ones. Yeah, they didn't take care of this place. So we got a master bedroom, got a little bathroom. Be hard to hit that price point for 400,000 on a unit like that. It's a 0 lot line, which means that connects right there to another property, which has a different address. That's why it's called 0 lot line, no lots, which most of these are around here. That is not what I was looking for though. We gotta keep really looking. This could be a good flip, but not at that price point. We could make 2 units out of it, which would add cash flow. Because if we did 2 2-bedrooms versus 1 4-bedroom, we make some decent cash flow. I believe we could get, I think in this area, I mean, it's not the best area. I would have to do my due diligence, but if we got this fixed up, I'm super confident in like $1,300 a month. So we got $2,600 a month in cash flow, in gross rents, I guess I should say, not cash flow. And then we just burn it out. But the valuation would really have to be up there. I would have to make sure I get all my money out of this one, and then I may make a few $100s a month on it net. Yeah, because I would have like a $500,000 loan. Not the best numbers wise for cash flow, but it would create a lot of equity for me to refi and take tax-free money. Alright, I made it back to the trails for a walk, and I checked out potential office space. Only just drove around the area. Somehow I made it back to the restrooms without a map and just instinctually made it exactly where I need to. I got a little lost and then I just kept on driving and I turned right where it was supposed to be. But I wanted to show you guys something. How effective do you guys think this gate is? On a scale of 1 to 10, do you think it's pretty good? How about now? Do you think it's? I think it's on par. Yeah, it's doing its job. Went on a nice little walk, and on my walk, we ended up calling a potential seller, which he is a seller. He's just not a motivated seller like we usually go after. He's actually interested in selling some Airbnb properties, and we could potentially owner finance them. Sounds like he wants a lot of money down, like 7 figures down. So we are trying to just look into opportunities to make sure I can still do this deal. Like, I don't have 7 figures myself. Maybe someone else does. But bringing in $1 million on a property isn't something very easy to do, especially raising capital. Like, you'd have to have someone that has lots and lots of money that doesn't care about using that $1 million in the short term. Or they want to partner up and do the deal with us. It's still iffy. But it was 8 different properties that cash flow, or not in cash flow, would bring in $50,000 each. Or I'm sorry, 6 different properties. There was more than that total. And is that right? Maybe it was 8. I'm confused. Anyways, there's multiple different properties, and there's a potential land development right in the same area, which we might pick up, but he wants 300 grand for that one too. He just wants cash. He likes cash and cash flow. I just want no money down in cash flow. So if I can bring cash to make cash flow so he can make cash flow and have cash, it's a lot of cash. And he'll make some cash flow and he'll be happy. So that's his goals. And he was a little hard going at first. He's like, oh, I know how you guys operate. You guys just lowball and wholesale and all this. Well, that's true. That's not what I was looking to do. And he was even like, oh, you're just gonna have this note and then turn around and, you know, sell the note. I'm like, no, I'm actually looking for properties myself. I actually want some Airbnbs. So if I could get these 0 down and paying some cash flow, that'd be amazing. Except for he wants cash down, and I don't want to put that much cash down. What I think is going to end up happening here, just because I can already see the future, we're going to look at numbers. I think he's going to want a lot of cash down still, and either we can up the cash flow for the first year for him or the first couple years and be like, you get high cash flow, we're going to pay lower down payment and then make that work. Or we just say, hey, you know what, this is way too much for us to put down, and we walk away.